Welcome back to the channel. I have some exciting news for all of you watching this, and I know what you're thinking. I've heard it all before. Why is this time different? Now, there's several reasons why, which I'm going to share with you. But firstly, guys, I'm super excited. Ecomi is ready to make its move to the upside. Now, immediately, I want to rebut some of the things that you may have seen online and some of the people that you're listening to telling you that Ecomi is not going to move and in fact is going to move lower, right? Number one, people that say sell your Ecomi at this area here. So sell your Ecomi at this low when the market's down over 93%, right? And wait for price to go lower and find an entry there already shows no technical or fundamental skill, because anybody would tell you that's a fool's game. If you're down 90%, cutting your losses at 90% and then trying to buying again is the worst possible thing you could do. I can understand dollar cost averaging, so for example keeping that position running, then waiting for price to go lower and then buying in when price does go lower. That makes more sense, right? And I can respect that more. But just to say sell your bag now at this area and then wait for price to potentially fall lower is a fool's game. Now, the second thing I would like to say is, why is Ecomi actually going to move this time? Because, guys, we've already seen Ecomi slowly creeping to the upside. Now, it hasn't had the kind of moves that Gala has and other projects have had, but it's moved, and I'll show you. So as you can see here, we'll just go from the 2nd of January. So we can see price slowly creeping up. So far for the year is up 16%. Now, actually from its highs this year, it was up just under 30%. Now, of course, this is nothing to rant and rave about, but at the same time, that's good because it means we're about to break this first target area, which was about 42%. I said we could move in the short term about 42%. I think this would be the worst case scenario for Ecomi by the end of this month, and it looks like we are going to break that mini resistance and start to make our way up to our next target area, which is what I will speak about shortly. But the point is, we've seen Ecomi move, so we're already seeing evidence of Ecomi already starting to move. Now, why is this actually happening? And see, this is why it's very important to filter out who you get your information from. There's two types of people you should stay away from on YouTube, online, etc. when it comes to particular things. Number one, if somebody is all of a sudden coming out the woodworks and ranting and raving about the market now just because Bitcoin's moving, the overall market is moving, and now they're excited again and they're back in the game and they're updating and they're telling you what to do, it's probably best to just unfollow people like that, because there's no real conviction, right? The market is moving, therefore they are moving. But when the market was down and they had the opportunity to build, develop, and dollar cost average, they were nowhere to be seen. So I would stay away from people like that, right? Number two, I would stay away from people that, quite frankly, do not have any technical skill, right? There's no point talking about Ecomi's price movements and where Ecomi price could potentially go if you don't have any real experience in technical analysis or fundamental analysis, right? Because if you have no experience, this is not your area of expertise, then what you're saying, it's like going to, getting financial advice from, somebody that is financially illiterate, right? It makes zero sense, right? Now, of course, we're not here to give financial advice. In fact, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. And as always, click the bell notification icon so you can stay up to date with all my recent videos. Make sure you understand that nothing that you see in this video is financial advice, and always make sure to do your own research. Pause the video, click the link in my description, and join the Telegram group so you can stay up to date with all my recent updates, news updates, technical updates, and much, much more. So let's continue with what I was saying. So of course, it doesn't make sense to get your technical skills, your fundamental data from people that just don't know what they're talking about. It doesn't make sense, right? Now, from someone that has over 10 years experience in most markets, foreign exchange, commodities, indices, I can tell you why Ecomi has moved the way it's moved so far. right? And why the market is moving. Omi is moving, altcoins are moving because Bitcoin is moving. And I've told you guys time and time again, if Bitcoin sneezes, the entire market catches a cold. Now, of course, how these markets move and the percentage gains are going to be variable depending on the actual altcoin itself. But largely at this early stage of the cryptocurrency market, most coins move. Right now, of course, this move hasn't been that impressive, right? And I've said to you guys before, I do expect Omi to slip out of the top 10 and maybe even be overtaken by audio if momentum doesn't build and if new exchange listings do not happen. But that's a story for another day, right? But guys, I still expect Omi to start moving. Now let me continue with the video. Well done for making it this far, guys. So now for making it this far, we're going to get technical. So where can we expect Omi to go now? So there's key areas we want to focus on, right? We have psychological levels. These two areas here, these areas of resistance, will be a psychological area. And I'll just circle that for you guys. These are psychological areas. And we can see that price, anytime price goes up to this area, we've seen price sell off. We saw it here. We saw it here. Now we need to break this area, right? Now let me show you the percentage move to this point. That's about 110% move. Now that's not a small move, guys. That's a big move. Now here's a question. Do we slowly make our way up to this area, maybe achieve that percentage gain over the next, few weeks? So let's say by the first quarter, by the end of the first quarter, we hit that 100% target from where we are now, right? And then maybe start to sell off again, right? Because again, I want to be fully transparent with you. That's also a possibility, right? Now, or do we see Omi break this structure, break this support? Maybe we pull back a tiny bit and then make our way up to this area here. And as you can see, I have that as one of our main areas that we want to focus on. And that would be from where we currently are now, about 300% from where we are now. Let's just double check. There we go, 320% from where we currently are now. Now, could that happen? I think it could happen in the short term and again, guys, to stress this point, it all depends on Bitcoin. It all depends on the overall market. It all depends on the stock market as well. These are all interconnected, right? So I understand Omi has, maybe not achieved the percentage gains that you would like it to achieve, but to presume that Omi is going to start selling off when the overall market is going up, again, that is not something that we that we can track or see from a historical basis. I mean, we even got FTT, which is the FTX token, right, which has been proved, which Sam Bankman-Fried's currently in court for or going through a trial for at the moment. His token is up over 200% since the start of the year. What does this tell you? Follow the money. The market matters, right? Bitcoin moving, therefore most tokens moving. Our job is to find the best tokens to acquire now before they start to move, right? So let's continue. So can we climb to this area? All depends on the momentum. It does depend on the new fundamental data that we get over the next few months. Now, some of you have said to me that there's no point in exchange listings. What's the point of having an exchange listing when we haven't got utility yet? The team has said already, we're not going to do exchange listings. But here's my point, guys. It's all about narratives. Why is Gala moving the way it is? Do you think Gala would be moving the way it has since the start of the year with the same fundamental data last year? No, it wouldn't. It wouldn't move at all. Right? So why is it moving? Because the overall market is moving and the fundamental data is basically adding fuel to the fire. So any fundamental data that we can get right now, whether it's a new exchange listing, whether it's a new major partnership, anything right now will send Omi to the moon. And we're going to study this in real time. I want you guys to like this video. I want you to subscribe so you can go back and see exactly what I'm talking about. Now, with that being said, guys, we have come to the end of the video, but there's good news, right? We're going to talk more about this in our private channels. Join the Telegram group first. I would urge all of you to join Crypto Crew Premium now. Again, guys, it's a no-brainer. And what I'll actually do for everybody watching this, because I know you guys are probably, interested in VV NFTs, etc. I'm going to add you free of charge into our CC NFT group, where you're going to see our VV picks that we've given out so far this year. You're going to be blown away and amazed and shocked by them, actually. But all of you signing up to the CC Premium now, watching this video, will have free access to that VV NFT group. So sign up now, guys. I'll see you all on the other side. And remember, seize the day.